Do you struggle with what to pack for a weekend getaway, a vacation, or any other trip? Well, in this video, we're going to cover that right now. So let's dive right in. Hello, fashionista. I'm Nancy Queen, and I'm here to help you build a wardrobe full of clothes you love to wear so you love getting dressed every single day. And my setup may look different, and it's because I'm traveling. Well, in a recent survey I did from you on YouTube, I asked, do you have trouble packing? And guess what? Almost 75% of you said yes, it's a struggle. And here on my trip, I talked to a few of my friends and they said the same thing. They brought so many things, full sizes of things, just threw what they felt comfortable with in the suitcase. But we are going to figure that out right now with my 10 best tips for packing for any trip. Now, I am on I'll be gone away 4 days, 4-day trip. I left on Thursday. I come home on Sunday, so it's 3 nights away. This is my entire bag. It fits in the overhead. I didn't want to check my bag because I was concerned about lost luggage because the airlines right now are losing luggage because they're just understaffed, and it has been a problem. I didn't want to be at this trip without my things, so I just decided, you know what, I'm going to pack everything in this bag and that's it. I have a handbag, but other than that, it had everything I needed. So I'm going to give you those tips right now and show you how I did it. Now, believe it or not, a lot of this comes into the pre-planning and thinking through what you're taking with you. You don't want to take everything in your closet. So tip number 1 is check the weather, because people don't check the weather. I'm always surprised to hear that they don't realize what the weather was going to be like when they get here. So look at that forecast. You can even, if you have an iPhone, you can go look up that weather and it will tell you what the weather's going to be for, 5-10 days out, and you can get a pretty good idea. And I've noticed it a lot when people come to California. They think, oh, it's always warm and sunny in California. Well, we have what's called microclimates. It could be 50 degrees in one place and 100 degrees 2 hours away in another place. It really makes a big difference. So make sure whenever you're traveling anywhere that you take a look at the forecast so you can plan accordingly, and it will make a big difference in what you take with you. Tip number 2, I want you to think about how many days you're going to be away, and then you're going to be able to plan outfits for each of those days. Tip number 3 is your trip for business or pleasure? Because that's going to impact what you're taking. If you're going away for pleasure, you might be taking a bathing suit or some comfy shoes to go sightseeing. Or if you're going to be on a business trip, you might not need any of those things. You can just wear some simple dresses, casual outfits, or business casual, so that everything can have kind of a cohesive look and feel. That's going to really cut down on what you need to pack. Number 4 on my list is make a list of everything. Now, this might seem kind of like nonsense because you've packed a million times, but if you forget things when you're going away, you want to have a list. And I start making a list a couple weeks ahead of time. If I know I'm going somewhere, I just start my trip list, and every time I think of something, I just add it to my list so that by the time I'm ready to pack, I might not need that list while I'm packing, but I make sure I go over it one last time just to make sure I haven't missed something important I need. And I add everything like makeup, toiletries, iPhone charger. If I'm going to take my iPad or my planner, I write down all those things. Make sure you don't forget, and by making a list ahead of time, you will not miss anything that you need. Okay, so number 5 on my list is plan each outfit. What I like to do, and this is when the capsule wardrobe or having a particular wardrobe style comes in really handy, because if you plan by the style of dress you have, it makes packing so easy because you're not thinking each outfit and then, okay, I need this outfit, and then I need these shoes to match, and this jewelry, and this handbag, and then the next day you have a totally different outfit which requires different shoes and different jewelry. What you want to do is stick with a style or a vibe for the trip, and it makes packing so much easier. I have 2 days of business meetings, so I decided to pack this dress in 2 different colors. I took a jacket with me, this jacket for when it gets cold, and there's air conditioning on, and I find myself needing the jacket on and off all day long because I'm not used to all the air conditioning. So I took the jacket with me, and then I have the same pair of shoes that I'm wearing the whole time. So they coordinate. And then same thing with my jewelry. I made sure that my jewelry is going to coordinate with both outfits. So I have the shoes that I traveled in, which are sneakers, so I don't have to carry those. They are going to be on my body for when I travel to and from home. And then the clothes I'm wearing while I'm out will all coordinate together and have the same kind of vibe, so that I'm really pared down. Now look at, I take everything, fit it in the bag. I have plenty of extra room. My bag's not so heavy that it's killing me, and I'm traveling light and easy. Tip number 6 I have is add extra undergarments. That is one thing my mom always taught me, was pack up underwear for each day and then 1 extra pair just in case. You know, we're women, we might have a little problem that we're taking care of, or you get sweaty, or you just need a refresh. Have extra undergarments, just 1 pair that will get you through just in case you need it. Tip number 7, you want to multi-purpose your accessories. So I brought this jacket that while I'm at this conference, I can take it on or off, and it will work with both my outfits for the 2 days. And then I also brought this big pink wrap that, I'm telling you, these things are incredible, because when I was on the plane, I got cold. So I just threw this over me. It was like a big pink blanket keeping me cozy the whole time I was on the flight. It was really warm, and it goes with all of the outfits that I've packed. Again, you want to look for ways to double duty your accessories so that you're not packing a million accessories for every single day. You just want to pare down on everything. And then that goes for your makeup and toiletries as well. This is everything that is my makeup and toiletries. They're all in here except for my deodorant. I just threw that loose in my bag. But everything else got packed in here. Instead of bringing full-size cans of things, you can't check those items. You can go to stores. I'm going to put links to everything I'm talking about in the description below, but you can go and get little toiletry bags, and a lot of times they'll come with little containers, or you can buy containers on Amazon or from cosmetic companies, or even the drugstore. They'll make little sized versions. You squirt a little bit in there and it will serve you for the time that you're gone. Another trick I have is that I use free samples that I've gotten from companies that I already use their stuff. I just get this, like I'll order these from Fresh for my face wash, and when I order my full-size face wash, they always give me an option for some free samples. Well, I always opt for this face wash as my free sample, because then when I'm on my trip, I grab my free samples. That lasts me 3 or 4 days. I can just take a little squirt of each and then leave that little packet here, throw it away when I'm done, and less to take home. I'm not carrying these full-size containers, or you could squirt a little bit into one of these containers and take it with you in your toiletry bag. So that's another tip. Just pare down. Think of all the ways you can pare down. Even my hairbrush. I bought a hairbrush that is a little smaller than the hairbrush I use at home, and I just keep that around in one of my bags so that every time I travel, I have that to go to. I don't forget the hairbrush because it's already in my bag. And you also want to take out things like, you don't need a hair dryer. What can you pare down on? Hotels always have hair dryers, so you don't need to take another one. You don't need to take an iron. Hotels have those. You don't need to take a steamer. Just like pare down on anything that you can. Tip number 8 I have for you is make a list of the activities that you're doing. So my sister went on a cruise to Alaska. When they weren't on the boat, they went and they did things like four-wheeling and hiking. And so you have to plan for each of those occasions. But a lot of those items she could double up on that type of outfit. Like doing those outdoor activities, she could wear the same type of outfit for all those activities. So she didn't need shoes for every single time she went on that activity. She just needs one pair of shoes that will cover all of those outdoor activities. Whereas when she's on the boat, you can wear like a little sandal or a little heel. There's a lot of other options, and really pare down. Think of how many different ways you can cut out the extras. Tip number 9 I have for you is if you are on a destination where you're going to do some shopping, pack an extra bag. Now they make these really great foldable bags. They fold down to almost nothing, and you can use that as your carry-on. Sometimes what I'll do is I'll take a very tiny handbag with me and I'll pack one of these bags. So I put my handbag in my suitcase or in my carry-on, and then I pull out this bigger bag so that if I've bought things, I can put them in there. Another trick I have for you is if you're traveling and you know you've bought way too much, you can ask the company to ship those items for you, or you can find a local mailboxes or FedEx place that will ship to your address, and those things will be there when you get home. Tip number 10 I have for you is while you're packing, you want to roll all of your clothes rather than fold them. Folding them seems like it's going to make them nice and neat and stay the way they are, but if you roll them, it actually keeps them from wrinkling, and it provides so much more space in your bag. And then even when you're packing up to go home, you're going to roll up your clothes again. And I make nice tight little rolls, as you can see here, put them all in the bag, and it really saves a lot of space. It maximizes everything, and things won't shift around while you're traveling. So is there anything I missed? Do you have a tip that you'd like to share? Let us know in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video.